and this was started by FleurdeForce. I've been super excited to do it ever since I saw it on her channel a couple of weeks ago, so let's get started. The first question is summer lipstick you've been loving. This is pretty hard for me to narrow down because I absolutely love wearing bright lipsticks in the summer, and I have a ton of different ones that I really enjoy wearing, but I eventually chose the Revlon Color Burst Lacquer Balm in 120 Vivacious. I actually included this in my June favorites, so obviously I've been loving it a lot, and this is just a bright fuchsia. It is an awesome formula. It's very glossy, very shiny, long-lasting, feels awesome on the lips, and it looks really great. It is very flattering on my skin tone, and I think it would be flattering on a lot of skin tones. And it is the perfect opacity where it's not completely opaque, so that adds a cool amount of depth, I guess, but then it also is definitely very pigmented and has a very bold and fun look for summer. Second question is summer nail polish you've been loving. And again, this is really hard for me because nail polish and lipstick are basically my favorite things, but I eventually chose the one that I'm actually wearing now. This is Zoya's Muse. It's from one of their summer collections, and it's just really fun blue jelly base packed with gold and teal shimmer. And this is actually one coat. It is super opaque. I'm really impressed with the formula, and it's also really fast drying. So this is definitely something that you could just slap on if you're in a rush. It's only one coat, and I'm just super impressed with the formula, but then I also love the color. It really reminds me of mermaids, and it's very summery in my opinion, so I absolutely love that nail polish. The next question is bikini you're loving this summer, and this one I showed in my Italy haul. It's from Calzedonia, and it is white with a sort of eyelet lace pattern. It has a sort of little ruffly string going up and then a regular string in the back, cute little bow in front, and I think it's really nice because it has a little bit of padding but not too much, so it's just very comfortable, and the white makes me look a little bit tan, maybe. I know I'm really pale, but I think the white brings out the minuscule amount of tan that I do have, and then the bottom is just very ruffly in the same white eyelet lace. So I really like this one. I think the eyelet lace is really cute, and obviously since it's white, it's just super summery and makes me look as tan as I can. Next question is favorite summer frappuccino from Starbucks, and I actually don't drink coffee, and I hardly ever go to Starbucks. The only time I go is like in the winter when they have hot chocolate, that I do like. Usually I prefer to go to smaller tea places like in my town. One of my favorites, I usually get bubble tea, and they have this flavor called strawberry apple hibiscus. That's just really awesome. It's really fruity and sweet, and it's a very summery flavor, so I will just substitute that as my answer. If you don't know what bubble tea is, it's basically an Asian phenomenon that has definitely come over to the States pretty hardcore in the past few years, and it has these usually black tapioca pearls at the bottom that are kind of chewy and a little slippery. They sound kind of gross, but they're really good in my opinion. They don't really have that much of an inherent flavor, just a little bit sweet, and then they sort of absorb the flavor from whatever tea you have with them. I really love them. It's kind of an acquired taste though, so if you don't like it the first time, I would say try it again, and then if you don't like it, I can't do anything about it, but it's one of my favorite things. I just think it's really cool, and I love having it with that tea I mentioned, the strawberry apple hibiscus. I think it's really delicious and definitely very summery. It's also a really pretty color. It's like a dark pink color. The next question is favorite fake tan, and mine has gotten a lot of love. It's looking a little bit, pretty empty, and it is Jergens Natural Glow. So it actually works super well. It gets you pretty much to this color shown on the bottom part, which you can see is a lot darker than my current color. And it does look very natural, and it pretty much describes right here. It gradually creates flawless, natural looking color. That's very accurate. It's gradual, so when I was going to Italy, I put it on every night for almost 2 weeks, and it definitely got me to this color. It didn't look streaky or anything, but what I realized is that you should, at least for me, I always put it on right after I've showered, like a few minutes later, so my skin is damp but not wet, and that minimizes any streaking that can occur. When I put it on dry skin, if I rub it in really well and apply it evenly, it's still totally fine, but if I do it in a rush, then it can have some streaking, and that tends to look a little weird and can look patchy. So I would just say put it on damp skin or take care to rub it in really well. I absolutely love this. It has a really nice scent. I don't really know how to describe it. I guess it's like a little bit floral, but also kind of, not like musky exactly, but kind of warm, I guess. I don't know. It's really nice, and it lasts for a couple hours. It's not that long lasting of a scent, but I mean, it's not supposed to be a scent. It's just moisturizer slash tan. So I really love this. I love like the natural and gradual aspects of it because I am really pale, so if I just put on a fake tanner, it would be pretty obvious. favorite summer song. So I've been listening to Ed Sheeran's Multiply, as I mentioned in my June favorites, and I've been loving the songs I mentioned there, so I'm a Mess, Runaway, and Bloodstream. And then I've also been loving Tenerife Sea and Thinking Out Loud, but I pretty much love all the songs on it. It's just so good. I don't feel like it's particularly summery in like feeling, but I've just been loving it and it's pretty much defined my summer, so that will have to be my answer. Next question is favorite summer accessory, and this is another thing I mentioned in my Italy haul. It is these Ray-Ban inspired sunglasses. I just got these at a stand on the beach, and they're super fun and colorful, really bright, and I have been loving these. I've gotten a lot of compliments on them, also some comments that were not necessarily positive. They weren't like mean, they were just like, whoa, those are some interesting sunglasses. Interesting. But I absolutely love these. I don't care if people think they're too colorful. I'm gonna rock them, so that's my favorite accessory. And the next is favorite summer fragrance or perfume. And my best friend actually gave me this sample because she thought I would like it, and of course she was right. She knows me super well. And it's the DKNY Be Delicious Heart Rio. Oh, it just smells so good. I copied down the description. So it's juicy apple, passion fruit, orange blossom, and gardenia. I think it's a really nice balance, probably like 2/3 fruity, 1/3 floral, which is pretty much exactly what I'm looking for. And it's also a very sweet scent. I wouldn't necessarily define it as a summer scent. Like, it is very summery, but I feel like you could wear it at all times of year. And I really want to make this my signature scent. I just love it so much, and I feel like it fits my personality really well. And this is basically exactly what I'm looking for in a perfume. It's also really long lasting, and I am definitely going to get the full size. I absolutely love that. Second to last question, summer book you're loving. So the author is Stephanie Perkins, and I had previously read Anna and the French Kiss, and then the one I read this summer is Lola and the Boy Next Door, and it's just a love story but kind of with a twist, and it's kind of about nerdy characters or quirky characters who I really relate to, and I absolutely love it. I think it's really cute, but there's also a fair bit of drama in it. But it's just sort of a mostly upbeat story, and I absolutely love it, and I have been rereading a few scenes from it because I love it that much. It's just really great. And the last question is, what are you most excited to do this summer? So going into the summer, what I was most excited for was my trip to Italy with my 2 roommates, and that already happened, but it was about 2 weeks. We went to Rome, Capri, and Florence, and it was amazing, and that was probably the highlight of my summer. Like, I don't see how anything can top that. But in the future, I'm looking forward to 2 of my best friends from high school visiting me. I'm living in the same city where I go to college, and so one of them has actually already visited me here during the school year, but the other one has not. So I'm really excited to show them around and show them the city that I have come to love a lot in the past year. Yeah, so that is all of the questions. I hope you enjoyed hearing my answers, and if you've made one of these tags, then link it down below. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you have to say about your favorite summer products and books and activities and that kind of thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!